Om. 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 Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sah Veeryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhetamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Sachidanandarupaya Vishwotpathyadihetave Tapatre Vinashaya Sri Krishnaya Vayan Namaha. Niyamakalpatarorgalitam phalam Shukamukhadamrutadrava samyutam Pivata Bhagavatam Rasamalayam Muhuraho Rasika Bhuvi Bhavukaha Narayanam Namaskritya Naranchaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayetat. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om sorry. योऽन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयत्यखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यांश्च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यं समस्तदेवताभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराण आचार्येभ्यो नमः। श्री नारदाय वेदव्यासाय शुकब्रह्मर्षे नमः। अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। ओं श्री कृष्ण परब्रह्मणे नमः। परब्रह्मणः श्रुतिमातुः समस्त गुरूणां देवतानां कृपया श्री भागवतादि समस्त श्रुतिस्मृति पुराणोक्ता परब्रह्म अनुभवस्य अस्मिन् क्षणेव सिद्ध्यर्थं सनातन धर्मस्य वैदिक संस्कृतेः विश्वव्याप्त्यर्थं विश्वशान्ति कल्याणार्थं च समस्त भक्तानां साधकानां समस्त विघ्न निवारणार्थं च आयुरारोग्य क्षेम स्थैर्य श्रद्धा भक्तादि समस्त संपदा साधना वाप्त्यर्थं च श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराणस्य अष्टमस्कन्धस्य अंतिम अध्यायस्य पारायणम् एकादश स्कन्धस्य अध्ययनं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे आदौ पारायणं। टुडे we chant 24th chapter of 8th skandha, last chapter. In that we see Matsya Avatara story. Just we go through, it is 61 shlokas. Spend those 8-10 minutes, finish it. Then we go to our 11th skandham adhyayanam. ओम श्री कृष्ण परब्रह्मणे नमः। अथ अष्टमस्कन्धः चतुर्विंशोऽध्यायः। राजोवाच ओम भगवन् श्रोतुमिच्छामि हरेरद्भुतकर्मणः अवतारकथाम् आद्यां मायामत्स्य विडम्बनं यदर्थमदधाद्रूपं मात्स्यं लोकजुगुप्सिदं तमः प्रकृतिदुर्मर्शं कर्मग्रस्त इवेश्वरः एतन्नो भगवन् सर्वं यथावद्वक्तुमर्हसि उत्तमश्लोकचरितं सर्वलोकसुखावहं। सूत उवाच इत्युक्तो विष्णुरातेन भगवान् बादरायणेः उवाच चरितं विष्णोः मत्स्यरूपेण यत्कृतं। श्रीशुक उवाच गोविप्रसुरसाधूनां छन्दसामपि चेश्वरः रक्षामिच्छन् स्तनूर्धत्ते धर्मस्यार्थस्य चैव हि उच्चावचेषु भूतेषु चरन् वायुरिवेश्वरः नोच्चावचत्वं भजते निर्गुणत्वात् धियो गुणैः आसीदतीतकल्पान्ते ब्रह्मो नैमित्तिको लयः समुद्रोपप्लुतास्तत्र लोका भूरादयो नृप कालेनागतनिद्रस्य धातुः शिशैशोर्बली मुखतो निःसृतान् वेदान् हयग्रीवोऽन्तिके हरतो ज्ञात्वा तद्दानवेन्द्रस्य हयग्रीवस्य चेष्टितं दधार शफरिरूपं भगवान् हरिरेश्वरः। तत्र राजऋषिः कश्चित् नाम्ना सत्यव्रतो महान् नारायणपुरो अतप्यतु तपः सलिलासनः योऽसावस्मिन् महाकल्पे तनयः स विवस्वतः श्राद्धदेव इति ख्यातः मनुत्वे हरिणार्पितः। एकदा कृतमालायां कुर्वतो जलतर्पणं तप्याञ्जलि उदके काचित् शफर्येकाभ्यपद्यत सत्यव्रतोऽञ्जलिगतां सहतो येन भारत उत्ससर्जनदीतो ये शफरीं द्रविडेश्वरः तमाह साति करुणं महाकारुणिकं नृपं यादोभ्यो ज्ञातिघातिभ्यः दीनां मां दीनवत्सला कथं विसृजसे राजन् भीताम् अस्मिन् सरिज्जले तमात्मनोऽनुग्रहार्थं प्रीत्या मत्स्य वपुर्हधरम् अजानन् रक्षणार्थाय शपर्याः समनोदधे तस्यादीनतमं वाक्यम् आश्रुत्य स महीपतिः कलशाप्सुनिधायैनाम् दयालुर्निन्य आश्रमम् सा तु तत्रैकरात्रेण वर्धमाना कमण्डलौ अलब्ध्वात्मावकाशं वा इदमाह महीपतिम् नाहं कमण्डलावस्मिन् कृच्छ्रं वस्तुमिहोत्सहे कल्पयौकः सुविपुलं यत्राहं निवसे सुखं स एनां तत आदाय न्यधाद् औदञ्चनोदके तत्र क्षिप्ता मुहूर्तेन हस्तत्रयमवर्धता न मे एतदलं राजन् सुखं वस्तु मुदञ्जनं पृथु देहि पदं मह्यं यत्त्वाहं शरणं गता तत आदाय सा राज्ञा क्षिप्ता राजन् सरोवरे तदा वृत्त्यात्मना सोऽयं महामीनोऽन्ववर्धता नैतन्मे स्वस्ति राजन् उदकं सलिलौकसः निदेहि रक्षायोगेन हृदे माम् अविदासिनी इत्युक्तः सोऽनयत् तत्र तत्राविदासिनी जलाशये संवितं तं समुद्रे प्राक्षिपध्यशं क्षिप्यमाणस्तमाहेदम् इह मां मकरादयः अदन्ति अतिबला वीर मां नेहोत्रष्टुमर्हसि एवं विमोहितस्तेन वदता वल्गुभारतीं तमाह को भवान् अस्मान् मत्स्यरूपेण मोहयन् नैवं वीर्यो जलचरः दृष्ट्वास्माभिः श्रुतोऽपि वा यो भवान् योजनशतम् अह्नाभिव्यानशे नरः नूनं त्वं भगवान् साक्षात् हरिर्नारायणो व्ययः अनुग्रहाय भूतानां धत्से रूपं जलौकसां नमस्ते पुरुषश्रेष्ठ स्थित्युत्पत्त्यप्ययेश्वर भक्तानां नः प्रपन्नानां मुख्यो ह्यात्मा गतिर्विभो सर्वे लीलावतारास्ते भूतानां भूतिहेतवः ज्ञातुमिच्छामि अदो रूपं यदर्थे भवता धृतं न ते रविन्दाक्ष पदोपसर्पणं वृषा भवेत् सर्वसुहृत्प्रियात्मनः यथेतरेषां पृथगात्मनो असताम् अदीदृशो यद्वपुरद्भुतं हिनः श्रीशुक उवाच इति ब्रुवाणं नृपतिं जगत्पतिः सत्यव्रतं मत्स्य वपुर्युगक्षये विहर्तु कामः प्रलयार्णवे ब्रवीतु चिकीर्षुरेकान्तजनप्रियः प्रियं श्रीभगवानुवाच सप्तमेऽद्यतनाद् ऊर्ध्वम् अहन्येतदरिन्दमा निमङ्क्ष्यत्यप्ययाम्भोधौ त्रैलोक्यं भूर्भुवादिकं त्रिलोक्यां लीयमानायां संवर्तां वसि वै तदा उपस्थास्यति नौः काचित् विशाला त्वां मयेरिता त्वं तावदोषधीः सर्वा बीजान्युच्छावचानि च सप्तर्षिभिः परिवृतः सर्वसत्त्वोपबृंहितः आरुह्य ब्रोतें नावं विचरिष्यस्य विक्लवः एकार्णवे निरालोके ऋषीणाम् येन वर्चसा एव वर्चसा दोधूयमानां तां नावं समीरेण बलीयसा उपस्थितस्य मे शृङ्गे निबध्नीः महाहिना अहं त्वां ऋषिभिः साकं सह नावमुदन्वते विकर्षन् विचरिष्यामि यावद्ब्राह्मी निशा प्रभो मदीयमहिमानं च परब्रह्मेति शब्दितं वेत्स्यसि अनुगृहीतं मे सम्प्रश्नैर्निर्वृतं हृदे इत्थमादिश्य राजानं हरिरन्तरधीयता सोऽन्ववैक्षत तं कालं यं हृषीकेश आदिशतो आस्तीर्यदर्भान् प्राक्कूलान् राजर्षिः प्रागुदङ्मुखः निशसाद हरेः पादौ चिन्तयन्मत्स्यरूपिणः ततः समुद्र उद्वेलः सर्वतः प्लावयन् महीं वर्धमानो महामेघैः वर्षद्भिः समदृश्यत ध्यायन् भगवदादेशं ददृशे नावमागतां तामारुरोह विप्रेन्द्रैः आदाय औषधिविरुदः तमोचुर्मुनयः प्रीता राजन् ध्यायस्व केशवं स वै नः सङ्कटादस्मात् अविताशं विधास्यति। सोऽनुध्यातस्ततो राज्ञा प्रादुरासीन्महार्णवे एकशृङ्गधरो मत्स्यः हैमो नियुतयोजनः निबध्य नावं तच्छृङ्गे यथोक्तो हरिणा पुरा परत्रेणाहिना तुष्टः तुष्टावमधुसूदनं राजोवाच अनाद्य विद्योपहतात्मसंविदः तन्मूलसंसारपरिश्रमातुराः यदृच्छयेहोपसृतायमाप्नुयुः विमुक्तिदो नः परमो गुरुर्भवान् जनो बुधोऽयं निजकर्मबन्धनः सुखेच्छया कर्म समीहते असुखं यत्सेवयातां विदुनोत्यसन्मतिं ग्रन्थिं स भिन्द्यात् हृदयं स नो गुरुः यत्सेवयाग्निरिव रुद्ररोदनं पुमान् विजह्यान्मलमात्मनस्तमः भजेत वर्णं निजमेष सोऽव्ययः भूयात् स ईशः परमो गुरुर्गुरोः न यत्प्रसादायुतभागलेशम् अन्ये च देवा गुरवो जनाः स्वयं कर्तुं समेताः प्रभवन्ति पुंसः तमीश्वरं त्वां शरणं प्रपद्ये अचक्षुरन्धस्येताग्रणीः कृतः तथा जनस्या विदुषो अबुधो गुरोः त्वमर्कदृक् सर्वदृशां समीक्षणः वृतो गुरुर्न स्वगतिं बुभुत्सतां जनो जनस्यादिशते असतीं मतिं यया प्रपद्येत दुरत्ययं तमः त्वं त्वव्ययं ज्ञानममोघमञ्जसा प्रपद्यते येन जनो निजं वदं त्वं सर्वलोकस्य सुहृत्प्रियेश्वरः ह्यात्मा गुरुर्ज्ञानमभीष्टसिद्धिः तथापि लोको न भवन्तमन्दधीः जानाति सन्तं हृदि बद्धकामः त्वं त्वामहं देववरं वरेण्यं प्रपद्य ईशं प्रतिबोधनाय छिन्द्यर्थदीपैर्भगवन्वचोभिः ग्रन्थीन् हृदयान् विवृणुस्व मोकः श्रीशुक उवाच इति उक्तवन्तं नृपतिं भगवान् आदिपुरुषः मत्स्यरूपी महाम्बोधौ विहरन्स्तत्त्वमब्रवीत् पुराणसंहितां दिव्यां साङ्ख्ययोगक्रियावतीं सत्यव्रतस्य राजर्षेः आत्मगुह्यमशेषतः अश्रौषीत् ऋषिभिः साकम् आत्मतत्त्वमसंशयं नाव्यासेनो भगवता प्रोक्तं ब्रह्म सनातनम् अतीतप्रलयापाये उत्थिताय स वेदसे हत्वासुरं हयग्रीवं वेदान् प्रत्याहरद् हरिः स तु सत्यव्रतो राजा ज्ञानविज्ञानसंयुतः विष्णोः प्रसादात् कल्पेऽस्मिन् आसीद्वैवस्वतो मनुः सत्यव्रतस्य राजर्षेः मायामत्स्यस्य शार्ङ्गिणः संवादं महदाख्यानं श्रुत्वा मुच्येत किल्बिषात् अवतारः हरेर्योऽयं कीर्तयेदन्वहं नरः सङ्कल्पास्तस्य सिद्ध्यन्ति स याति परमां गतिं प्रलयपयसि धातुः सुप्तशक्तेर्मुखेभ्यः श्रुतिगणमवनीतं मृत्युपादत्त हत्वा दितिजमकथयद्यो ब्रह्म सत्यव्रतानां तमहमखिलहेतुं जिह्ममीनन्नतोऽस्मि। इति श्रीमद्भागवते महापुराणे वैयासिक्याम् अष्टादशसहस्रिकायां पारमहंस्यां संहितायाम् अष्टमस्कन्धे मत्स्यावतारचरितानुवर्णनं नाम चतुर्विंशोऽध्यायः। इति अष्टमस्कन्धः समाप्तः। ओम शांति शांति शांति। So to that Raja Satyavrata, Bhagavan appears as a small fish in the hand, tells me, save me. He throws in the ocean, he says, all those animals will eat me, the aquatics, so save me. He puts in the Kamandalu, he becomes big. Then tells me, put in bigger place, puts in the well in the house, he becomes so big there also, and taken into a Saraha lake. He becomes as big as it. Finally, he is put in the ocean. Then he says, you left me in the ocean again, all those will kill me. Then this Raja Satyavrata understands it is somebody else, so he recognizes you are Narayana Hari. Then a beautiful stuti is done. Then Narayan Bhagavan tells him, after 7 days again Brahmadeva goes for his sleep. That time Maha will come, everything go into water. I will send a boat In that all the Aushadhis, Saptarishis you keep, you also be there, I'll also come. Tie me with Mahasarpa, tie the boat to my Shrunga, the horns. Then till that pranaya is over, I'll just move. And all your questions, doubts regarding Tattva you can ask me. So it is written here that Bhagavan gave Sankhya Yoga Kriyavatim Divyam Purana Samitam Satyavatrasya Rajarshehe Atma Ukyam Asheshatah Ashravashitu Rishibhi Sakam Atma Tattvam Asamshayam Navyasinaha Bhagavata Proktam Brahma Sanatanam. So that absolute truth reality of yoga, the trekking practice, Sankhya, the theory, Bhagavan teaches to even Satyavrata. Then accordingly only it is done. That Satyavrata alone is the Vivaswan Putra Vaivasvata, who is the Manu now. We are in this Vaivasvata Manvantara. So this Vaivasvata Manvantara is Ashtama Manvantara. Saptama Manu, he is the one. मत्स्य अवतार कथा से ये मनवंतर इस तरह शुरू होता है. So with this 8th skandha, which had 6 avatars, is finished. Hari avatara was there. Then for Gajendra Mokshanam, then we had the 3 avatars in the Kshira Sagar Madanam, the Mohini Avatara, Dhanvantari Avatara, Kacham Avatara. 4. Then we had Vamana Avatara 5, this one 6, Matsya Avatar. So Bhagavan's 6 avatars in one skandha only. It ends here. Now the next 9th avatara called as Ishanu Kathanam. All the stories of great bhaktas of Bhagavan start here. Great rishis, munis. In the Chandravamsha, Bhagavan, Surya Vamsha, Sri Ram Bhagavan's avatara is told. In the next skandha, in the Chandravamsha, Krishna avatara is told. So tomorrow we will start the Namaskandha Parayanam. Thank you. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Bhagavata Sharanam Mama, Shri Sadguru Sharanam Mama, Shri Suta Sharanam Mama, Shri Sukadeva Sharanam Mama, Shri Vyasa Sharanam Mama, Shri Narada Sharanam Mama, Shri Kumara Sharanam Mama, Shri Brahma Sharanam Mama, Shri Vishnu Sharanam Mama, Shri Parabrahma Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare, He Nath Narayana Vasudeva, Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare, He Nath Narayana Vasudeva, Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare, He Nath Narayana Vasudeva, Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare, He Nath Narayana Vasudeva. Om Mukam Karoti Vachalam, Pangum Langhayate Girim, Yat Kruvatamaham Vande, Paramananda Madhavam. Om Swarge Satye Cha Kailase, Vaikunthe Nasti Ayam Rasaha, Atapivantu Sadbhagyaha, Mama Munjada Karhijada. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Shri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha. Srimad Bhagavatam Puranam Ekadasha Skandha. Muktirhitvaanyatārupam svarupena vyavastitihi atha ekatrimshodhyayah Shri Bhagavanuvacha. Let us chant from 23 verse. Om Esha te vihitah krutsnah brahmavadasya sangrahah samasavya vidhina devanam api durgamah avikshnasaste gaditam jnanam vispashtayuktimato एतद्विज्ञायमुच्येत पुरुषो नष्ट संशयः सुविविक्तं तव प्रश्नं मयैतदपि धारयेत् सनातनं ब्रह्म गुह्यं परं ब्रह्माधिगच्छति य एतन्मम भक्तेषु सम्प्रदद्यात् सुपुष्कलं तस्याहं ब्रह्मदायस्य ददाम्यात्मानमात्मना य एतत् समधीयीत पवित्रं परमं शुचे सपूयेता हर हर मां ज्ञानदीपेन दर्शयन् य एतत् श्रद्धया नित्यम् अव्यग्रह शृणुयात् नरः मयि भक्तिं परां कुर्वन् कर्मभिर्न स बध्यते अभिउद्धवत्वया ब्रह्म सखे सम् अवधारितम् अपि ते विगतो मोहः शोकश्चासौ मनोभवः नैतत्त्वया दाम्भिकाय नास्तिकाय शठाय च अशुश्रूषोरभक्ताय दुर्विनीताय दीयताम् एतैर्दोषैर्विहीनाय ब्रह्मण्याय प्रियाय च साधवे शुचये ब्रूयात् भक्तिः स्यात् शूद्रयोषिताम् नैतद्विज्ञाय जिज्ञासोः ज्ञातव्यमवशिष्यते पीत्वा पीयूषम् अमृतं पातव्यं न अवशिष्यते ज्ञाने कर्मणि योगे च वार्तायां दण्डधारणे यावान् अर्थो नृणां तात तावान् स्तेहं चतुर्विधः मर्त्यो यदा त्यक्तसमस्तकर्मा निवेदितात्मा विचिकीर्षितो मे तदामृतत्वं प्रतिपद्यमानः मयात्मभूयाय च कल्पते वै श्रीशुक उवाच स एवमादर्शितयोगमार्गः तदोत्तमश्लोकवचो निशम्य बद्धाञ्जलिः प्रीत्युपरुद्धकण्ठः न किञ्चिदूचेश्रुपरिप्लुताक्षः विष्टभ्य चित्तं प्रणयावघूर्णं धैर्येण राजन् बहुमन्यमानः कृताञ्जलिः प्राह यदुप्रवीरं शीर्ष्णा स्पृशंस्तच्चरणारविन्दम् ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. Saluting to all the gurus, all the devatas, Bhagavan Krishna, Shruti Mata, Bhagavatacharyas, and our own Swaguru. We have seen the 29th chapter of this 11th Skandham. Bhagavan telling the entire Adhyatmika sadhanas, Bhagavata dharmas. There Bhagavan showed us Tattva Chintanam, Tattva Jignasa also. He also showed us the Upasana Vidhi Vidhana Paddhati and the best of the Upasana to which all other Upasanas lead to, called as being very close to the Lord by taking any Rupanama of any sort, irrespective of whatever it was seen otherwise earlier, is taken only as Bhagavan's Rupa. This is called as the greatest and highest Upasana, which removes all the wrong notions of taking the world as real other than Bhagavan. Taking the world as other than Bhagavan and real, those strong vasanas, notions get away when the abhyasa of everything is Bhagavad Rupa is done. And Bhagavan again and again told, do this tapasya, kaya, vacha, manasa. He even demonstrated to us also how it has to be done. He showed us. This is the highest of the sadhana a martya, a human being can do, by which he will get amrutatva. That most fascinating point also. He said, ki yat satyam anruteneha martyena apnoti maha amrutam. This is what? Buddhimatam buddhihi manishacha manishinam. So all that we have exhaustively tried to see that. Then in 23, we saw yesterday, ki eshate abhita krutsnaha. This is what, in essence, is the entire essence of the summary of the Brahmavadaha. Brahmavadasya sangraha te abhitaha krutsnaha. So, how many number of Veda Granthas, Vedanta Granthas, Purana Itihasa Granthas are there with so many of the prasangas, kathanika, samvada, upamana, all of them finally have in their essence this only. The essence of all those studies, all the teachings in all periods of time by all the gurus to their all disciples is to get mukti, what sadhana is to be done. And that is what we gave you in the last 10, 20, 30 slokas. So too, that was a summary, the samasa rupa of the Vyasa Rupa explained sadhanas of this 11th skandha right from beginning. So ये सब क्या है? ब्रह्मवादस्य संग्रहः कृष्णः. Entire essence of entire Vedanta. So we said yesterday, Brahmavada means Vedas. Brahmavada means those who speak on Vedas. Brahmavada means who have experienced the Brahma Tattva. Brahmavada means the Brahmanas. So ये ब्रह्मवाद का कृष्णशः संग्रह है. And I gave to you both Samasa Vidhi as well as Vyasa Vidhi. No, it is now you and I only, as we were saying yesterday, this point 2 or 3 times. Understanding the importance of this knowledge, go back to that particular whole entire 11th skandha, chapter by chapter. We have to note down the summary. What are the questions asked by Raja Yadu to the Navayogis? To him, what these Navayogis, Kavir Harir Antarikshaha, Prabuddha Pipalayana Avirhotrotha Drumilaha Chamasaha Karavajanaha, how beautifully they gave answer. We have to note down essence. So to Raja Janaka, Videha Raja, how he met this Dattatreya Bhagavan and he asked the questions. Then how he answered about the 24 Gurus. You know, it was explained so beautifully. So, in that way, if in this chapter or Skandha 11, right from beginning, if you see, then so many of the Kathanikas of discussions were shown to us. Most important portion was Bhagavan Krishna himself teaching to Uddhavaji, whether it is Varnashrama Dharmas, Bhagavata Dharmas, Jnana Lakshanas, or three gunas, what their effect, influence, how to do the Siddhi sadhanas, Vibhuti sadhanas, how many Bhagavan told. So, one chapter's essence, we have to go back and again study. Keep the live stock of it ready for us for doing sadhana. We must know this. Else what happens? Here it is said the essence of all Vedas is given here. But what is that? We don't remember. All whether we remember or not, few things if we can remember, with the help not only of this Bhagavata Shastram, but all our other Shastras we are studying. First, Siddhantika Rupena, we must know that Paramatma alone is Satyam. Everything other than is imagination, Satyam projection. Thereafter, we discover ourselves as other than Deha, called as Jiva, traveling from one body to the other in search of infinitude. Second. Third, this infinitude we are searching in the finite world of finite karma phala through finite karma. This mistake we are doing, we have to become very thorough in this. Then, to get into that infinite Paramatma, the only way is to discover that infinite Paramatma only. You know, to get that infinite Anandam, you have to contact the infinite Paramatma only, who is there in the form of Satchidananda Atma, Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma, inside and outside. These are the few things we have to learn. Then outside, through various upasanas, seeing that Paramatma who is supporting entire Rupanama. So to within ourselves also, that Paramatma beyond all the three gunas, three avasthas, three dehas, panchakoshas, and supporting all this, who is beyond all this but supporting all this, Siddhanta Rupena, about the presence of Paramatma there, we must very clearly know. Then to reach to that Paramatma in our Anubhuti, definitely we have to go on transcending one by one, Deha or Kosha or the Avastha. For this, the Bhagavan's Anugraha helps. Bhagavan is there. Then Anugraha giving, Upasana is essential. Therefore, all the Upasanas that are there said in this Skandha, they also have to do. Then the Jnana Upasana of the Aham Brahmasmi Vicharana we have to do. Then as indicated by Bhagavan, Upasana of refusing to accept anything Rupanama as real as other than Bhagavan. Rather, in and through doing abhyasa of all the time that it is Bhagavan only in this form, Bhagavan only in this form. When these 7 8 things are remembered, we have got the essence. These things also, with little of Sattva gained and contemplation done, it becomes very clear in understanding. That is how even this is not sufficient. Many more times we have to keep on listening. Definitely, if we are bhavuka, shraddhalu, want to know really and are consistent and regular, his kripa will definitely equip our inner faculties to withhold all this required essential knowledge. Same Lord again worshipped empowers us also with required convictions, required self disciplines, etc., even to do this sadhana. Same Lord in the sadhana kala, bahya abhyantara, any of the difficulties are there, obstructions are there. When we call upon Him, He comes and removes. In this way, we are having bhakti also. We are seva of the Guru also we are doing. We are vyavahara dharma we are performing. Through Shastra, we know the tattva reality. 24 hours as a sadhaka, various ways of upasanas we are doing. And en route, by Bhagavad Kripa, crossing all obstacles, moving toward the truth. This is what is we have to learn and do. Be fully occupied in this one. If these things are not understood, means what? Our manabuddhi are in kshipta and mudha bhumikas, which we studied in the morning Yoga Shastra. Here also again and again you have seen 8th skandha also, yoga, it is said. And after complete teaching of this, even here in 11th skandha, the word used is this only. The Shukadevji, before Uddhavji says something, what is said by Shukadeva in 35 mantra, sa evam adarshita yoga marga. See, this yoga is upaya here. Yoga marga upaya of reaching Paramatma, having taught to Krishna, but to Uddhava, Krishna was silent, and having heard it from Krishna, Uddhavji has replied this. That is how he continues. So, in this way, this chapter has catered to our most essential need of knowing it. So, these things, when we remember, good. If you are not able to remember, we have to have the tapana, the tadap to remember. And we must know it is our rajas and tamas in our antakarana, not allowing this Shuddha Sattva Guna, Adhyatmika Jnanam, or Upasanas, etc., to be remembered. The rajas tamas are not allowing us to remember. Rajas is taking our attention to the world outside. Tamas is going into the nidravastha, pramadavastha. So these diseases have to be treated by long practices of so many drastic changes brought in our entire day schedule lifestyle. Unless we change them, we cannot come out of rajas and tamas. Unless these two go away, sattva vriddhi will not happen. Only in the sattva vriddhi, all these knowledges are always freshly, fully available. Just on the on the small tap, everything is remembered. That what is the goal to achieve? What is the sadhana to be done? Where do I stand now? What is next to do? Each and everything alertfully remembered and practiced when we are in Sattva Guna. We have to aim at that one. Only through Sattva comes the Tattva. The Rajas Tamas will not. That's what we will see tomorrow also. After explaining the other two Bhumikas also, Ekakara Niruddha, the Vrittikara, Yoga Sudhakar Vrittikara, our Sadashiva Yogendraji, Brahmendraji, and also we can see everybody's commentary, the Vyasa Sankhya Bhashyam and the other Rajamartana Bhashyam, Bhojavritti Bhashyam. Everywhere we will see in the first three Bhumikas of Chitta, Yoga or Samadhi are not possible. Therefore, the Yama Niyama Asana Pranayama Pratyahara Dharana up to this make us free from Kshipta Vikshipta Muda Bhumika. Then Dharana Dhyana Samadhi help us in coming to Ekagra and Niruddha Bhumika of the Chitta, with which The said samadhi of dissolving chitta vrittis is achieved, whereafter the self which is eternally existing, that is experienced. There, as we are going to study, here also in all the Vedanta Granthas, Prakarana Granthas, time and again we are taught that we have to mind our antakarana, keep it fit for remembering this knowledge, inspired by this knowledge, doing only this sadhana. The rajas tamas not only make us forget the goal, but they also bring that world into cognition and its non-existing goodness or beauty. Then it creates lot of ragadvesha. With the ragadvesha guna of the rajas, we exhaustively involve world. When tired, we go into tamoguna. इस तरह से जीवन रजोगुणमय तमोगुणमय मैक्सिमम होता है for the entire life for many people. Some have sattva guna, they use it for their own academic education, professional excelling, some scientific discoveries, doing some social service, helping the world. Sattva guni low. But all of them again not greater than this adhyatmika sadhana of studying Shastra, knowing the truth. So very rare we are there who recognize after Sattva the need of Adhyatmikata and use that Sattva exclusively for spiritual unfoldment. So where do we stand in this entire context? We must know, then further we have to proceed. Okay. Now yesterday, Bhagavan spoke to us, this we have seen yesterday. Now, Sabhasa Vyasa Vidina, Avikshna Shaste Gaditam. To you again and again, again and again told. What was told? Jnanam. विस्पष्ट युक्तिमत स्पष्ट रूप से युक्तियों के साथ उपमानों के साथ आपको ज्ञानम दिया गया. Jnanams are two types. One jnanam about the truth. This is the essential self. This is to be known for the moksha. Second jnanam is to enter into that experience. What are the bahiranga sadhanas to be done? Antaranga sadhanas to be done. That is called as jnanam. These sadhanas have to be done for eliminating all upata durita, as we are seeing in the morning Upanishad Bhashyam. Thereafter, through the jnanam or the vidya, the eternally existing self is recognized. That's it. So, avikshna shahate gaditam jnanam vispashta yuktimato, then etad vijnaya muccheta purushaha. So, having known this, the person becomes freed from all bondages. What was binding him was nasta samshayaha. The samshaya was binding him. The doubting Thomas perishes. So, samshaya, see, one is first pakka jnanam. Second is, even if jnana is not there, at least shraddha should be there. When the shraddha is not there, there is a samshayam. Then with samshaya, the man cannot be for a long time. Then what he does to eliminate his samshaya, he takes the wrong thing as the right thing. And he gets contented with that. He goes on involving in only. That is what we are doing. Exact truth is not known. At least the effort to know the truth called Shraddha also is not there. Then the doubt was there in the mind, where from the world is come and all that. That instead of answering through Shraddha of Shastra, etc., he just concluded. What's that? The world is real, world is beautiful, world gives sukha, world is permanent. So let us become worldly by trying to gain the world. This is how the samshaya स्थाई से निश्चय स्थाई में हम आकर कि ये जगत सत्य है, अपने आप को निश्चयता से संसार में डालते हैं. That is why in spirituality, the first thing is jignasa. The jignasa is the most beautiful positive word. That is little non-positively said as the samshaya. Doubt as to where the world has come from. Who is the substratum? Is somebody there to monitor everything, guide everything, all the proceedings at the individual or total level? That's samshaya. The other samshayas are what? Can I have moksha? Can I be freed from the dukkha, etc.? Can I have the freedom from all these miseries? These are the samshayas. Samshaya is everything. दुख निवृत्ति होगा कि नहीं शाश्वत रूप से, सुख प्राप्ति होगा कि नहीं शाश्वत रूप से, दुख ही बंधन, बंधन छूटेगा कि नहीं, सुख ही मोक्ष, शाश्वत सुख रूपी मोक्ष. मिलेगा कि नहीं, samshayas. Then who will give the guru, how to go to the guru and all samshayas are dissolved. Finally, the guru upadesh ke dwara, in our own heart, the wrong acceptance of the world as truth, that also doubtlessly goes away. Then the all pervading Paramatma also doubtlessly understood theoretically. Then the Vijnaya includes sadhana done. So when one does sadhana also, doubtlessly one experiences also Paramatma Anubhuti. That is what we are studying these Shastras for every day. That is what in every class we are doing Sankalpa and praying to Paramatma. That is what of the class also. We have to create things convenient and enter into this mode of either inquiry or prayer for the Jnanam and Moksha. Our own effort or prayer to the God. For this only we have to do on and off, in the class, even away from the class. Eternally, there is no other thing now. क्या है ना, परमात्मा अनुभूति मुझे होना है, इस बात में हम पक्का पकड़ हमको पाना चाहिए. This is the basic thing, as we talked about it many a times in earlier occasions. The noble desire, it is Shubhecha. If that is not maintained, which is the biggest problem for those who have never studied Shastra, also for those who have studied but not clearly understood essence, or have not heard the Guru properly, or the Guru himself doesn't know, that he could not convey. What is it? Essence of all Shastra is I must have the Paramatma Anubhuti. For Amita Anandam, or Dukkha Nivritti, Moksha, Bandha Nivritti, whatever the words you use. If this thought is not understood, I must realize the self, then the other vasanas, other desires, they grow only with our involvement. They will not be eliminated. We don't put effort towards them. Only after conviction that I have to have Atmanubhuti, Moksha, Bhagavatanubhuti, then the question of how to achieve comes. Then it is told that these are the obstacles. Then only we give up all this. Through right maturity, right viveka, right vairagya. नहीं है बात हृदय में कि भगवान को पाना है, देन जगत को नहीं पा रहे, खो रहे हैं, फिर से पाएंगे, खोएंगे. वो खोता पाता है, उसी को संसारी कहते हैं. एक बार पा लिए तो फिर खोता नहीं है. दैट्स कॉल्ड मोक्ष. So this is called as Vijnaya. Vijnaya I am explaining in all levels. Vijnaya means having gained the Anubhava. Amma, what's happening? Vijnaya is having done the sadhana for Anubhava. Vijnaya is thoroughly understanding Shastra. Through the understanding of Shastra, Vijnaya, knowing what is binding us. Our own mind with its own projections, supported by the mind or forced by the mind, our Dehendriyas, Pranas are working outside. So, this all called Vijnana. इसमें पहले 4 साधनाएं व्यतिरेक साधनाएं करने पड़ते हैं. Last one is Anvaya sadhana. In that Anvaya sadhana Vijnanam, only always saying, I am that, I am that, I am that. In tomorrow day after Chandogya, we can see how to the Shvetaketu, his father himself, give Tattvamasi Upadesha around 9-10 times. You are that, you are that, you are that, you are that, I am that, I am that, I am that. See, that's why in devotion, always Tat Pranamami Sada Shivalingam or Sri Venkadesha Charano Sharanam Prabhadde, these things are made to be repeated for developing our devotion Sharanagati in the Bhakti Sambandhita Stotras. In a Jnana Sambandha Stotras also, see, we see that Chidananda Rupaha Shivoham Shivoham, then Brahma Tattvamasi Bhavayatmani. Like this, we are told to repeat these things again and again, again and again. So, these are all called as Vijnaya. So, to make it again repeated, go to the Guru, listen from him Shastra. While Shastra is listened, Paramatma alone is real, that Vijnanam comes. Paramatma is Anubhava Gamya. Therefore, only on Dhyana Sthiti, we transcend everything, then have the Anubhava already existing Paramatma. This all is Vijnanam. In the meantime, the entire world of multiplicity, its position, where is it projected from? What is the substratum in it? Is there any substratum in it other than Paramatma? Nahi hai. So, a simple thought, when I know every Rupa Nama in its substratum, Paramatma alone is there. On Paramatma, the Rupanama are projected, and yet I am running behind, not unreal Rupanama. This is what is delusion. If this much is understood, all the required Vairagya comes. Entire Rupanamatma Jagata has in its Adhishtanam Paramatma. On Paramatma, the Adhishtanam, Rupanama is only Adhyaropita. अध्यारोप का कोई भी सत्य नहीं होता अपने आप. आरोपित अस्ति किम अर्थवत्ता. There is no reality to the projected. Then where am I continuously running? Into the world of projection, which is unreal. If this by Lord's grace clicks in our mind, that I am running behind the projected Rupanama, if really clicks it, the required Vairagya comes, then we will never look out after that, we will only look within. Just that is why the 100,000 times the same example is given of the either snake and rope or the seashell and the silver. One is a negative example, other is a positive. The negative example of seeing the snake in the rope, you get frightened. Dukkha or shoka of the jagat is exemplified here. That I am afraid of, I am miserable of by seeing the snake, which is not real. See, so too, I am excited with joy, imagining of lot of money gained, etc. by selling that silver. Which is silver, which in reality is a shell only. So what is giving me the sukhanubhuti here? It is only your notion that it's a silver. Actually, it is a shell. When the shell is discovered, all those notions go away. Here also, what was giving me fear? The non-existing projected snake. When the rope is discovered, this also goes away. So here the rope is substratum, it is here shell is substratum. So to the entire universe, there is only one substratum. When that is recognized, then these dukkha causing causes go away, the sukha causing causes go away because they are unreal. So what are we doing when we are afraid of the snake, when we are becoming greedy about the silver, that we are lost in a taking the non-existing snake as well as this one as existing and real. So too the mirage water, etc. So what is the Vedanta's very crux point is this. No, without being carried away by the emotions or attachments, we should establish in this clear knowledge what we are looking is truth only. Truth looked as the Rupanama. Rupanama is not real, but we are running behind Nama Rupa only. We are running behind the unreal, non-existing thing. That is why we are time and again disappointed. We feel that we have received or got it, but it is not permanent or real, so it is fizzle jate hath se, fizzles out, again back to same dukkha sthiti. Like he is catching one silver and thinking that mil gaya silver, dekha to it appeared to be a shell. Through it, again was walking another silver isha. So he took, at least ye to hoga zarur silver. He lifted that also, it also found to be the shell. In the same way, he saw one snake, was afraid. Somebody told, he saw it was rope. Then he came out of it. Again he went ahead. Another snake he is seeing. Again he is afraid. This is what the samsara we are doing. We are shifting from one delusory pursuit to another only. We are not shifting our attention to this substratum or reality. Fortunately, all the Sukha Shanti Anantata, which we are seeking through these Santa, projected unreal Rupanama, fortunately, all the Sukha Shanti Anantata are very much is there in the self. And what Vedanta says, imagining or seeing what Sukha, Shanti and permanence you are running behind the world, that is not of the world, that is of Paramatma. So, when you are imagining these things are permanent and seeking them, they cheat you. Already permanent Paramatma already is there. He will not cheat you. You just recognize him and establish in your identity with him. Dukan ban kel khatam. But to allow this knowledge to enter into us, make it stable and stationary, it requires so many lives of listening of the Shastra from Guru with utmost Shraddha. First level of Shraddha is going and listening to the class. Second level of Shraddha is accepting what he says right. Third level of Shraddha is our own self inquiring and coming to conviction. Fourth level of Shraddha is you have to implement it. After implementation, the experience comes. When the experience comes, Shraddha is not required because you have experienced it. We are at the first level of Shraddha, that we are coming to the class. Second level of Shraddha is carrying this knowledge with us. Third level is inquire, intellectually, logically. Intellectual, logical inquiry about all this removes the wrong notions or inhibitions which are there regarding spiritual goal as well as means. With the removal of those notions, imaginations, replaced by conviction and initiative to do practice, when we do the practice, Anubhuti starts coming. Even for that, Shraddha is required. The problem with the mana is it is sankalpa vikalpatmaka, so too it is samshayatmaka. It does the sankalpa vikalpa of the world eternally. And also, n number of times you tell to it the Paramatma Jnanam, n number of times it again comes out with samshaya only. That is what is the Purva Pakshis in all our Upanishad Bhashyas. अब कुछ भी समझाओ उसको और एक कुछ क्वेश्चन आएगा ही आएगा. Vechara is at that level, Guru knows it, that's why patiently keeps on answering till his samshayas go away. But final samshaya, not even God, not even Guru can remove. Our own Anubhuti can remove. But for Anubhuti, the knowledge which we gained, we have to have Shraddha in that and practice it. Knowledge which we gained about the goal and the means, we have to Shraddha and practice it. Then Anubhuti comes. Anubhuti only removes the final samshaya. So, what we saw here, Nashta Samshaya, I was explaining from last 10 minutes. There will be no doubt in him. He got that Jnanam. See, Abhikshna Saste Gaditam Jnanam. What is the Jnanam was explained from last 10 minutes. So, when this Jnanam, Etat Vijnaya. So, it is a Jnanam theory. Vijnaya means experienced. Then Muccheta Purusha Nashta Samshayaha. The Jiva liberates himself from all bondage of limitation because he is transcended all the doubts, etc. Doubtlessly, he has understood his and Paramatma's or Jagat's essential nature as one without second truth only. So, again, I am saying, Etad Vijnaya Avikshnajaste Gaditam Jnanam Vispashta Yuktimato Etad Vijnaya Muccheta Purushaha Nashta Samshayaha. What a beautiful assurance Bhagavan is giving. When you know this, you will have direct aparokshanabhuti of Paramatma that removes all the samshayas. That free the samshaya only, all bandhanas were there. That bandhana goes away. Again, as we said about the jnanam, about opposite of that alone is bandhanam. Not knowing Paramatma is the first bandhanam. Taking myself as Jiva is second bandhanam. Identifying with Upadhi is the third bandhanam. Depending on the world is fourth bandhanam for Sukha. All these go away. And like a Baddha Purusha bound for some days or months or years in a dark room with the ropes, after a few years of bondage, if he is relieved, what an amount of freedom he feels. If at all you can imagine that. The Jiva, me, how many lives I am bound to these upadhis and upadhi krita karma and karma datta karma palas. Bound only slave. See these people when they are in unbailable arrest warrant and they are arrested and they are put behind bars. They struggle for getting the bail. Somehow one day by lawyers हेरा फेरी जो भी है कुछ करके उनको मिल जाता है. सब चलता है, हम सबको पता है क्या क्या होता है. The moment they get and they come out of it, see the amount of freedom he feels. Everywhere, see you have from 10 years a bandhanam of the loan. The bank loan or loan taken from someone. Every day, every time, every little extra sweet you want to eat, you remember that loan to be given. 2 rupees extra you want to spend for entertainment, that loan is remembered. all the time in the bandhanam. They may attack us, they may, insult us, humiliate us, जब्त करेंगे चीज़ों को, confiscation and all. So somehow sweating, toiling, we keep on clearing that loans, etc., bank loan and whatever loan you take. Once that final thing is given and you take those documents or guarantees and all, tear them off, see the freedom. Is it not? I'm just giving the joy of freedoms from one by one bondages. See, there are so many. I told you, just because of some abnormality in the body, you have terrible stomachache. What a bandhanam it is. You have a headache. What a terrible. वो तो नरक ही लगता है उस समय. These are all bandhanam. Timely food you didn't get. Hunger bandhanam. You couldn't sleep for 2 days. That's a निद्रा नहीं मिला बंधनम. कितना दुख होता है वो. कभी कभी तो हो मर ही जा रहा हूं ऐसा लगता है. But by good doctor's advice, take medicine, you are freed from the roga bandhanam. And then to cure that roga, we are put in the hospital. 1 day, 2 day, 5 days, 10 days. Among those injections, those nurses and all, you can't see the world outside. Suddenly became healthy after a few days, not suddenly. You are taken out. What a moksha. So रोग से मुक्ति, ऋण से मुक्ति, है ना. ये जो अशना पिपासा से मुक्ति, फिर अलोननेस से मुक्ति. You're all alone for a long time. Suddenly a very good companion you got in life, मानो. जिंदगी का आनंद ही अलग है. And the same companion, a stupid fellow, starts troubling you. Then somehow he left you or you dropped him. That also is mukti. See, the funny thing in life, train जब तक आता है, that is bandhanam. The moment train comes, mukti. You sit in that. And till the train doesn't start, it's a bandhanam. The moment train starts, you feel a mukti. Then till the destination doesn't come, it is a bandhanam. Destination comes mukti. आ गया लेकिन जब तक ट्रेन से नहीं उतरते हैं, दैट्स बंधनम. यार निकल रहे गाड़ी, उतरो उतरो उतरो. You will get out of the train बंधन से मुक्ति हो गया. But again, you have to find an auto taxi. They know you are from different place. They tell you 10 times more rate. You have to bargain. I'm telling you how Jiva, moment by moment, because of karma, karma phala, and desires in the mind, getting himself into bandhana. And all of them are, to me as a Jiva, in this body, through the upadhi. Imagine करो ये उपाधियां निकल गए, then मिथ्या जीव भाव को हमने ट्रांसेंड किया, then our real essential nature we established in the joy of that mukti is infinite. That is the meaning of muccheta purushaha nasta samshayaha. This jnana removes all the samshaya, viparya, viparita, all of these were the reasons for bandhanam. They all are uprooted. That is the power of this knowledge of Vedanta, Shastras, Bhagavatam in the 11th Skandham, especially this chapter, last 25-30 shlokas. स्वामी आप तो बोल लो लेकिन कुछ याद ही नहीं रहेगा वो. Because Guru Kripa, Ishwar Kripa is not fully sought. Sincerity, seriousness is to be increased more. So with our own स्वप्रयत्न मन को वो शुद्ध एकाग्र भूमिका में लानी है. और ये desire होना strongly. Not only I come to class, but I understand. Not only understand, but everything should be remembered. Not only I remember, I should practice. If these maturities are not there, if our maturity is only up to the level of coming to class, then you come to class, वहीं 10 मिनट का entertainment होता है जब तक हम जागते रहते. Is it not? It all again depends. And all onus is on you and me who are bound, not on Bhagavan and Guru. भगवान एंड गुरु कम टू अस इन द फॉर्म ऑफ शास्त्र एंड ज्ञान. उनका वहां उनका खत्म होता है खेल. हमारा खेल बहुत होता है खेलने का. वी मस्ट नो दैट. Like today in the match, the bowlers have done their good job. Then the remaining job batsmen did, and they thumpingly defeated India. And crushed it down with 10 wickets defeat and all to enter finals. So too, Guru and Bhagwan's game is over when they come to us in the form of Jnana through Shastra. अब हमको ये ज्ञान को बार बार सुनना, बार सी ही सेड अभीक्ष्णः ते गदितम, I told you repeatedly. But every time when he told how attentively we were listening, how much jignasa ke saath we were listening, how much homework we were doing, how much when we were not remembering we were feeling bad, how much to remember it, understanding that all the kachra is there in my mind, I must eliminate that karke, all the kachra filling, all the trucks of the perceptions, did I stop them? You know what is said in Taittiriya Upanishad as the medhaya pihitaha. Have I stopped the laukika medha, which is not allowing this adhyatmika medha to stay? Medha means memory. कुछ किया ही नहीं हम, फिर भी सब दुनिया के चीजों को ही याद कर करके भागते उसके पीछे. अब इन दैट चक्कर ये कैसा याद रहेगा? See, to remember anything, you have to learn it, you have to know it, you have to love it. Whom you love, you remember always. But do we love the Shastra so much that we remember it? See, these are all very intricate, very subtle points when they are raised as questions. If this is truly understood, we are immensely benefited. If those questions create some hurt to us, we may even leave this and go. Therefore, gurus don't raise these type of questions. That coming to the class, okay, do you have the love for Bhagavatam, love for Lord Krishna, love for the teaching given by the Krishna? देखो अपने आप को, अगर प्यार होता तो भूलते ही नहीं हम, क्योंकि जहाँ प्यार होता है वहाँ याद रहता है 24 घंटे. Therefore, we have not fully gained the Mahatma Jnana of the Shastra. Therefore, we don't love it. Therefore, it is not remembered. Not that totally we don't love. We little bit love to the extent up to coming to class. Like so to Guru. We love or respect the Guru but till the amount of not insulting or humiliating him. इतना प्यार है हमको. But that's only beginning. Higher level of love is total Sarnagati, totally take him into confidence, explaining where do we stay, what is the evolution level we are in, and taking guidance from him, doing what he said, reporting back to him. These are all the expressions of faith, faith-related bhakti and shraddha in the Guru. अब तभी जाकर खुद को भगवत महिमा पता होना है, खुद को भगवान को चाहने पाने की इच्छा होना है, फिर खुद ही गुरु भक्ति से गुरु के यहाँ जाकर बार बार अपने पोजीशन को बताते हुए, गाइडेंस लेते हुए, प्रैक्टिस करते हुए, संशयों को दूर कराते हुए प्रश्नोत्तरी के द्वारा आगे बढ़ना है. Where do you have stamina for all that? That is why many lives. Many lives. कुछ नहीं किया हमने इस जगत में, इस जन्म में, चाहे जिंदगी भर भी दिन में 8-10 घंटे परमात्मा के लिए लगाए भी हो. Because Paramatma Prapti is so tough, as well as so much of loads of ignorances, loads of asanas, wrong habits we have, clear them. अब देखो कोई कोई जगह पे like the water, the more you dig water comes. If it's an oil wala, the more you go deeper the oil comes. अगर कोयले का है तो go on digging the कोयले का then वो निकलता है. In the same way, in you and I, our life, the more vasanas they come out and we exert them, निकल ही जा रहा है, निकल ही आ रहा है, बाहर निकल ही आ रहा है, खत्म ही नहीं होता. One day we think, today I got vairagya, that's it over. From tomorrow nothing other than भगवान. ऐसे ख्याल से सोते, सुबह उठते ही ये थॉट ही याद नहीं रहेगा, बाकी सब याद रहते. वो वाला थॉट जिसमें हमने सोचा कि सब छोड़कर भगवान का ही साधना करेंगे, यही थॉट भूल गए. You know, our way of life is like that person, Bhulakkad, because he knows he forgets everything. He wrote everything on a paper and he forgot where he kept the paper. So our life also is like that. But still, we have to have Shraddha in the goal and its nobility. And seek the Guru's God's blessings. And whatever the sadhanas they told us, the yoga sadhanas, ityadi, for the chitta vritti nirodha or shamadamad sadhana, for the mana indriya niyantrana, they all have to be compulsorily done. Always remember a medical professional, a army person. A medical professional, it is not that only some theory is taught. That also heavy, heavy theory hota hai. So difficult of studying everything, anatomy, physiology, फिर क्या क्या. Then at every level they are taken to labs and given that experimentations. हम्म, सब कराना पड़ता है उनको. They are, in that medical MBBS third year or so, they are taken into hospital where the skeletons are hanging, the dead bodies are there lying, their parts are there kept in various that say whatever you call refrigerators. Everywhere the doctors, the teachers take them and they show all that. Then on the living human beings also, while treating, they are taught. So ये सब किए बिना he will not become a doctor. And remember, once he studied, it is not enough. He'll have to keep on updating. Like that in spirituality also, Nitya Nintara Shravana Mananam, Nitya Nivantara Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga we have to do. Then only we are consistent on sadhana. We are not afraid about it. Okay, we should not be over enthusiastic also. Keeping in mind that all these sadhanas are to be done. What is possible in this life of mine, we should do. That should be the main thing. So to the example of army, थोड़ा भी इनका फैट पेट का आने नहीं देते ऑफिसर लोग. थोड़ा भी बाल इट्स नॉट अलाउड टू ग्रो. इवन लिटिल झुक कर थोड़ा खड़े होते हैं वो लोग, एक डंडा लगता है उनको. घुटना भी झुके या कमर भी झुके. आर्मी पर्सन स्ट्रेट ऑलवेज, दैट्स इट. Attention! And he will give that all lecture for 1 hour. These fellows should be in attention only. चुका वेगा तो already remark red mark हो जाता है उसको. From that point onwards till they get retired, and some of them even after retirement also throughout life, those hundreds of disciplines they maintain. Whether yuddha hai ya nahi, every day they have to run. Every day they have to full army or military attire, and then they have to get into that war field or zone, whatever. They are trained with everything. बड़े बड़े गन्स उठाना ही बड़ा, हर दिन उनको करना ही होता है. And sometimes the training is double difficult than the actual war only. When they are taken into rivers, taken into the jungles, taken into the mountains, they are made to do the mountain climbing and all. They are made to stay in the very cold regions, hot regions. Is it not, Baba? इतना करने के बाद उनको नौकरी पक्की, then promotions, then that is from survival standpoint. On the other side, then only they are fit to defend the country. In the same way, Vedanta, Adhyatmikata also, we have to make it easy. It is not easy. We should not take it easy. We have to take it sincerely. Then when we do it, it will happen. That is the load of this shloka. Avikshnate gaditam jnanam. I have given you many times. But you have received it or not, in your hands is there. Vispashta yuktimat. With all the yuktis I told you, spashta rupa, unambiguously. Did you remember those yuktis and understood without doubt or not? Again, it is in your hands. Clarity hai ki nahi tumko. Thereafter, etad vijnaya. I am telling you, Falashruti, if this is known, you get freed from all bandhana by freeing from all the doubts. So, but the vijnaya is again in your hands. Vijnaya means fully involving in this spiritual life, having known the goal and sadhana, fully involving in the sadhana. That is called as vijnaya. Until that sadhana takes us to the anubhava, then nasta samshayaha muchyate. His doubts will dispel. What is dispelling our doubts in one sentence? The self-truth which is hidden behind everything, he obviously sees that. For this, some many lives of journey, but in the last lap of journey ke baad, you will just, no more indriyas are cheating by presenting the world of Rupanama. No more the vasanas or mind is functioning habitually to take what Indriya is showing as reality. What is dominantly working is the Buddhist understanding and the experience on the meditational seat. that everything is nothing other than Paramatma. That's called as Nachta Samshayaha Muccheta. What is the mukti there? Who is a Baddha? The one who wants to do something, wants to gain something, who wants to go somewhere. He is called Bandhanam. So to a Mukta Purusha, nowhere to go, nothing to achieve, nothing to do. That is called moksha. Because I have discovered myself to that thing which is everywhere there, so nowhere to go. And I am myself with that thing for which people run to gain. Nothing to gain. To gain something, people go on running. And I have already gained that. What is to do? क्या बढ़िया है देखो. So the necklace is in the neck only. Instead of searching and finding here, we are going on running for it in the outer world. Million lives we travel for it outer world, it will not be found because it is not there. It is in the neck only. So to the Shashvata Ananda, Dukkha Rupa Bandha Mukti are in the Atmanubhuti only. If not for Atmanubhuti, any other things we do in the world, none of them will give moksha. Like I am looking for my necklace outside. दूर से देखा तो यार मिल गया वहां करके जाता हूँ. When I go and see it is only a thread. अरे यार disappointed. But before I actually see it and get disappointed, there is a spark of asha in me, imagining that I found my necklace there. That happiness is there only as long as the imagination is there. But the moment it is found, it is not the thing. You are more tired and more miserable. Then somewhere else you saw something was glittering. You thought it is the one. You went there. That is some silver foil. Are yaar, disappointed. In the same way, from the object to the object, from the experience to experience outer world, we are jumping with an imagination that there is some sukha. And in that imagination period, there is a type of ananda. But actually, when you go and there see it being not so, we get again disappointed. But the habit of projecting happiness in something or the other is not ending. Therefore, we are jumping from one to the other. What does a guru do? He shows बेटा कितना भी ढूंढो तुम्हारा नेकलेस बाहर नहीं मिलेगा क्योंकि वो वहाँ है नहीं. इसका मतलब नहीं है क्या? हाँ जरूर है. किधर है? तुम्हारे गले में है ही. The moment you don't even to do it, look at it or just touch it and see, the awakening happens to the joy infinite of owning that which you are searching. So to we own the ananda which we are searching in the outer world as our own self. Guru indicates to us, जो तू ढूंढ रहा है बाहर नहीं, अंदर ही है. ये वाला मिल गया ना, हे भगवान, टेक ऑल आवर पुण्यम, टेक ऑल आवर उपासना शक्ति पुण्यम, एंड इतने सत्संग हम like a useless fellow going on talking, listening. If at all any punyam out of that, you take everything. But give us this vision that the bliss, happiness, liberation which we are seeking outside is in my own self. Give this strong conviction and make me turn towards this at the cost of everything else exclusively. हे भगवान दे दो, चाहे तो और भी पुण्य करा ले. एंड देन पीछे हमारा रहकर धक्का देते push me into my own infinite experience. The example of river ocean, any number of times we listen. Every time it gives us a new vision. Why? Where is the river entering into? Its own self, from where it got separated. So I identity entered into my own infinite self, from where I unnecessarily got separated. And so long I was living with the Rupa Namadi Upadhi. Understood? Please push me into the experience of the self which doesn't require any Rupa Nama, which is beyond every Rupa Nama limitation. Take everything from, O Lord. Make this prayer stronger day by day, every day. याद करना, हर दिन सत्संग सुनना, हर दिन शास्त्र पढ़ना, हर दिन डूइंग आवर जपा, as much they are essential, should never be given up at any cost. मर भी जाए लेकिन उन्हें नहीं छोड़ना. Equally important is these type of prayers. अंतर्मुख बनाओ भगवान, एकाग्र भूमिका दे दो, चित्तवृत्ति निरोध की स्थिति दे दो, संप्रज्ञात असंप्रज्ञात समाधि दो. What is that viveka khyati? Let me experience. What is that dharma meka samadhi? Let me enter into that. Finally, what is kaivalya prapti? All yoga language I used for you. So to what is तत्वानुभूति, आत्मानुभूति, ब्रह्मानुभूति, ब्रह्मात्मैक्य बोध, एक ही है सब. Give me. Right now it's so vague to me, no doubt. But it is in you, your capacity, you can make it. Then these prayers are heard. See, prayers are such things. They do that two-pronged work. One, through prayer, I myself am intensifying my desire to know the Lord. Second side, through prayer, I am taking or invoking His blessings also, His help also. So my intense desire, His help. When they come together, the prayers are fulfilled in the form of doing sadhana, getting siddhi. Nirantar prarthana. Even if we have come to this conviction that I must have this truth experience and for that I have to do sadhana, God also helps me, Guru, and I must pray to them. अगर यहाँ तक भी आ गए निश्चय पूर्वकता से, not संशयता से, I think our study of Shastras from last 2-3 years has brought some raunak in life, gave some result. It was not completely waste. आस्था बन गया प्रभु प्राप्ति में, आस्था बन गया प्रभु के कृपा में, और आस्थे के साथ, आस्था के साथ प्रभु को हम सिमरन कर रहे हैं, प्रार्थना कर रहे हैं, तो बात बन रहा है. एंड वी कैन सी द सेम लॉर्ड एंटरिंग इनटू आवर चित्त, रिमूव्स ऑल द कॉबवेब्स एंड मेक्स द कर्टेन्स रिमूव्ड and shows us the truth. The removal of curtain, it will come in this same chapter. Uddhavaji says, you have removed the curtain of moha of mine which was there from such a long time. So ईश्वर प्रणिधान से भी वृत्तियों का निरोध होकर वृत्ति रहित आत्मानुभूति होता है. Let us do that. Everywhere we should be pakka, a master of it. In doing great upasanas and prayers and saranagati, we have to be fully established. In doing our own tattva chintanam by listening from the Guru, the Upanishad Shastras, उसमें भी हमें माहिर होना चाहिए. In our own, the other dharma nirvahana, kartavyata, karma nirvahana, by which antakarana shuddhi is achieved because then we are doing as for antakarana shuddhi without phalapeksha. In that also we have to be vigorously involved. When in this way we come to that personality of thoroughly involving in these three, progress is assured and quicker also. These are the great giants like Pujya Gurudev. These are all these great Mahatmas of this time and also past, whether they are Parikshits, whether they are Nachiketas. If they involve in something, they have no tamoguna pulling them back into sleepiness, postponement. Rather the rajoguna of the doubts and shifting from one place to the other, one sadhana to other, one guru to the other. Those nonsenses are not there in them. They once committed, they are aggressive in that. See नचिकेत, एक बार ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेव मिल गया हमारे ध्रुव जी को, अब छोड़ा नहीं उनको, उन्होंने भगवान को मिलने तक. We are so good. We allow you so goodness. Now we have some funny things. Many funny things are there. I am writing a book on that. How many are there? One of the thing is what जी जान लगाकर नहीं करते हम. जी जान लगाकर नहीं करते. Even for that also the reason is sense of insecurity. मैं करते रहूंगा तो थक जाऊंगा, करते रहूंगा तो मर जाऊंगा. यार मर या जियो, साधना ही तो कर रहे हो, but that doesn't click to us easily. हाँ, थोड़ा जप मैं करूंगा, ज्यादा कहूंगा तो क्या करो, क्या हो जाएगा? You will only break those shackles only. Any spiritual sadhana, keeping on improved, it only breaks the shackles. It makes us more and more capable. बट हम क्या है ना, धक्का मुक्का करके पिछले 10 साल से ओनली दोस 2 माला japa वी आर डूइंग, एंड दैट ओनली वी फील वी हैव अचीव्ड सो मच. इवन दैट ऑल्सो, चाय पीते हुए, खाना खाते हुए, इधर उधर देखते हुए, हाउ चाइल्डिशली वी चीट अवर सेल्स. डू यू अंडरस्टैंड? On the other hand, the commitment of the Gautama Buddhas and all, बैठ गया तो परमात्मा मिलने तो उठे नहीं. In one thing we are doing, till the text is over, I am not going to leave you, and you are bechare, especially those 3, 4 of you. Up to this we have come, that is great. But even sadhanas also, anything taken up. You let's learn this from Lord Krishna and Gurudev. Anything they took up, they were fully, wholeheartedly, they have applied themselves without sparing any efforts. That personality is theirs. इस चीज को पाने के लिए जितना मेहनत करना है, जितना कर सकता हूं, पूरा कर दे. In that way also, so many great abilities, potentialities, possibilities that are lurking in us, neither we are recognizing them nor we are using them. We have very bad opinion, definitely about others, but also about ourselves. Low opinion. That's called Kurpanata. Arjuna had that tone in the first chapter. So much of Kurpanata. Now I'll not quote all the shlokas, though I remember now. We also have that feeling of lowness about it, and we go on justifying that only. About our age, we have low opinion. About our health condition, we have low opinion. About our mental condition, about our obligations, about our duties, about other so many problems. स्वामी इतने सारे मेरे प्रॉब्लम है, मैं क्या करूं? अरे देखो, we only go on justifying them. We have so many tremendous powers and abilities. The greatest of the power and ability in us is forgetting God only, who is giving us everything. यही कहता हूं मैं कि आप दुनिया को आराम से छोड़ सकते हैं. आपके पास सब शक्तियां हैं. नहीं है ही नहीं, सब है, बहुत शक्ति है आपके पास. ऐसे सब आप गुरु को, भगवान को नहीं छोड़ रहे. जिसने माँ बाप, गुरु, भगवान को छोड़ा, अब उसको दुनिया को छोड़ना मुश्किल तो नहीं है. With what reasons you left Bhagavan and Guru? Apply them in the world. You will leave the world also. Some dosha drushti, some pratipaksha bhavana you developed towards Bhagavan because he's not fulfilling your desires. Which worldly thing has fulfilled your desire? Develop pratipaksha bhavana, kick away. मैं तो ये समझ रहा हूँ धीरे, मेरे लिए भी. All problems are sorted out when we surrender to a guru completely and exactly listen. And that type of guru who takes us into confidence and fully guides us, we should get. And what we deserve? The deserving is for 10 lives praying to God. Hey Bhagavan, come in the form of Guru. I will totally surrender without any question, without leaving him. Even if he kicks me, I will not leave. ऐसे भावना 10 जन्म बनाओ तो ऐसे गुरु तब मिलेंगे जो एक जन्म में तराएंगे हमको, पार कराएंगे. Other than that, no way. Like in the worldly field also, you have to hold on to one perfect lawyer, solves the legal problem. Perfect chartered accountant makes all the things to do. One good doctor you are holding on to, he will directly or through other known doctors sees to it that your family's health is taken care. होना चाहिए कि नहीं? इन द सेम वे, जब तक शरणागत नहीं होते हैं, काया वाचा मनसा, हम अपने कमजोरियों से बाहर नहीं आते. सो एतद् विज्ञाय मुच्येत पुरुषः नष्ट संशयः. All his doubts will go, he get liberated. That powerful knowledge again and again in the Samatsa Rupa, Vyasa Rupa also, I have given you, hey Uddhava. Don't underestimate that one. Don't belittle that knowledge. Don't miss this opportunity. Go back and remember everything said. We are more lucky than Uddhava. कि उद्धव जी के लिए सब लिखने का, कंप्यूटर, लैपटॉप, रिकॉर्ड करने का, यूट्यूब वगैरह नहीं था. You have to close eyes and remember that situation back, and just in this calm and quiet mind, whatever Bhagavan said, you'll have to recollect it. You and I have, luckily or unfortunately, the book form it is available, the record form it is available. You can revisit and strengthen knowledge. Let us do that. Now, so Viviktam Tava Prashna Maya Etadapi Dharayetu. All that, though we saw yesterday a little bit. Tomorrow we will see again these slokas from 25 se lekar. Thank you. Sarvam Narayana Arpanam. Hey Bhagavan, make our commitments more stronger, sadhanas more intense. Whatever the Tyaga Vairagya we have to have, please give the strength to give up everything which is obstacle in our sadhana, inner and outer. May we love you more, O Lord. May we love the sadhana more. May we love our spiritual life more and more. Give that purity, goodness. All the great bhaktas, they have cherished their bhakti to you because they loved that sadhana. May that state come to us. We are all lost in the world and worldliness. And whenever we are not lost in the worldliness, we are lost in our own ego. We are lost in our own personal muttering and chattering. May we be pulled out of these two and lovingly involved in serving you, worshipping you, being blessed by you, taught by you, learning from you, doing practice to reach you. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Krishna Chandra Bhagavan Ki Jai Sadgurnath Maharaj Ki Jai Om Tat Sat. Thank you, friends. Let us do our Adhyatma Ramayanam for some time.